It's very important for us to understand mental health. Mental health is a topic that a lot of people used to shy away from, or many people have little knowledge and understanding about. So, and that's why I'm here with a mission to advocate and create an awareness about mental health. So, I'm doing that through this program, Moment with Joe. So, in our last episode, which was our debut episode, I talked about the importance of discovering ourselves, to understand ourselves, which is actually the first step towards mental health. So before we start delving into several topics about mental health, so it is very, very important that we recognize who we are. So in the last episode, we talk about man as, human as three in one. We talk about the body, we talk about the soul, and then we talk about the spirit. So today we are going to continue from the last topic. So today we are going to look at the ripples of thought. Just like in the last episode, I mentioned thought as the soul. So when you talk about soul, what you actually mean is thought. So because the three parts of the soul are all part of our thought. So the three parts of the soul makes up our thoughts. So they are the intellect, the willpower, and the emotion. So these three parts of the soul is actually our thought. So that's why thought is very, very important. So today let's talk about the ripples of thought, because you see a lot of people, they could not really explain the meaning of this thought. They, just like I said in the last episode, the soul creates everything in the universe. Everything you see in the universe, everything you see around us, it comes from the soul. So, and the soul is thought. So that means everything that we think about, we create it. So, and that's the reason why thought is very, very important. Everything that we think about, so we create them, we manifest them. So, and the soul is represented by energy. The soul is actually an energy. So that means your thought is an energy. You emit this energy wherever you go. So anything that you spend your time to think about is what you create. And that's the reason why you see that people used to say practice makes perfect, and that's true. Anything you do consistently, you put in consistent effort, you think about it every day, daily, morning, in the afternoon, in the night, you think about that particular thing, you will become very perfect in it. People who spend their time thinking about business, how to become successful in business, they will eventually become successful. So this is where the law of attraction comes in. So I'm explaining the meaning, because a lot of people, when they hear about the law of attraction, or maybe they have read about it, they will not actually understand, because even the book did not break it down for us. It's just, okay, you attract whatever you think about. So, but how do you attract those things? It is because the thought is powerful. The thought is you. The thought is your soul. And that's why today we are still going to be talking about affirmation. We are going to be talking about prayer or meditation. So how do you make miracles to happen? A lot of people don't believe that miracles can happen, but miracles can happen because whatever you think in you, you definitely create it out. It will manifest. If you spend your time thinking about negative things, it's going to manifest in you. Everything you spend your time to think, because that's the soul. The thought is a soul. The thought is your soul. The thought is you, and the soul is the most powerful part of human, because the soul lives inside the body, then the spirit also. So the soul controls both the body and the spirit. So that's why, like I mentioned in our last episode, you can't say devil push me to do this. Nobody can push you to do anything. You can only be influenced. But if you are, even though you are being influenced, you still have the willpower to make your decision to either do it or not do it. So that makes the soul very powerful. So because the soul controls the spirit, like I mentioned, is the breath. So you can decide to you can decide to seize your breath. You seize your breath. So if you can seize your breath, then it means that you can actually control the spirit. So it is the soul that decide if I want to move. It is through my soul, because I think about it. I want to move before I make that step. I make that decision. I want to eat, I make the decision. I want to drink, I make the decision. So everything I want to do, I want to go to the party, I want to go to Abeokuta, I want to travel to Dubai, I want to become a millionaire, I want to be a CEO, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a soldier, I want to slap an army, I want to call my girlfriend. I will pick up this call or I will not pick up this call. I want to sleep. You see, you control what you want. So the soul controls the body. It's actually what you think, what you decide to do, that you now put the body into action. So the soul also controls the spirit. You control your breath. You can decide to seize your breath. You can even make decisions to commit suicide. That means that even the soul can decide to die. Yes, so that's why the soul is one of the most powerful parts of human. We need to take care of it. So coming back to law of attraction, like they say, so because they did not explain to us properly, so a lot of people don't understand. There are some people, they just think it's only by affirming, by saying it, like they say, oh, say it consistently. If you say it consistently and you it's not within you, it is not in your thought, it does not dwell in your thought, nothing will manifest. A lot of people have practiced it, and that's why even prayers, when you go to church or they say pray, talk like this, you see a lot of times you do those prayer, and nothing will happen. It is because it does not allow it to dwell inside of you. Because let me tell you something, thought becomes a belief. Yeah, thought becomes a belief. It becomes a belief. So anything you do not believe, it's not even part of your thought. It's only what you believe that dwells inside of you. So also, by the kind of environment we live, when when they give birth to somebody and the person is very young, so there are a lot of things that also influences this person. So they are stored in the subconscious. So meaning that even the dream that we dream in the night is as a result of our thought, right from child, right from birth. Whatever we see with our eyes, whatever we smell, whatever we perceive. So till we grow up, different types of environment, the movies that we watch, the thing that we think, these are things that when we sleep we will see. So it is not that, oh, how do human dream? So yes, it is your soul that used to be in action through the dream. That's your soul. Your soul will be in action, because when you are when you sleep, when you fall asleep, your body becomes paralyzed. Your body becomes paralyzed. Your spirit is still within you, and that's why you did not die. The breath is still there. You are still breathing. So everything that happens in the night, it is your thought. Your thought was in action. That's your soul. So if you want to understand what a soul is, it is through the dream that you will understand that, okay, that's your soul. And that's exactly what will happen immediately we pass. For a while, not for a long period of time, for a while, except some people who their soul used to live, their soul will still be around for a long period of time. There are some people that when they pass, their soul will be around for 10 years, for 20 years. That's years for people who are still living here, because for the other realm, they don't even know about time. So time does not exist in the other realm. So that's why the thought is very important. The thought is powerful. The thought can control everything. So in the skit that you watch in the last episode, you will see that the man, that was Tony. So the man Tony is and there was the body, his soul, and also the spirit. So Tony is an individual. Those three things, the body, the soul, and the spirit, they are Tony. The three of them, they are Tony. The body only wants to satisfy the flesh. So through thought, which is the soul, the body wants to satisfy the flesh through the soul. And then there is the spirit, who is by the corner. So the spirit, is the intuition. what you know without learning from anywhere. Then conscience, so it's just there to monitor, the body and also the soul. So the spirit is there to monitor, but the soul is still the one that controls both the body and also the soul. So, and that's why the thought is one of the most powerful parts of human. So it is through the thought that we affirm. So affirmation is very, very important. So let us talk about affirmation, because it is not just by you professing, saying what you want to happen to you. So it must definitely happens in the thought, not just by your mouth. If somebody tell you and say, okay, start saying I will be a rich man, I will be ready, I will build house, I will buy car, I will travel to Germany, I will do this, I will do this, write it everywhere. Is that not what you read about, or maybe you have listened to you read about in the book, The Law of Attraction? So even the other book, Rich Man, Poor Dad, that be something like that, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, is the same thing. You can affirm from now till 10 years, you will say it. But if this thing you are saying is not in your thoughts, nothing is going to happen. My brother and my sister, there's nothing that will happen. You will only start saying it, continue saying it from now till 10 years. You can write it everywhere, put it everywhere. So this is just an ordinary affirmation. Nothing is going to happen if they don't dwell in your thought. As a man thinketh in his heart, that's one of the most powerful sentences. That's one of the most powerful sentences in the scripture. You see, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. Okay, now apart from the affirmation, now prayer. Let's talk about prayer. So in the church, you know, they will also tell you, oh, pray that something like this will happen. Pray. It's the same thing. If you like, pray from now till 10 years, nothing is going to happen if this prayer does not dwell in your thought. Prayer is affirmation. They say you should continue saying it. So let me tell you why the affirmation and prayer is important, but only that you need to make sure you know how to make use of them. Prayer, affirmation, you need to make sure you make use of them. The thing is that what you do every day, what you say every day, has a way of becoming a part of your thought. Yes, if you mean it and you continue, it becomes consistent. What you do every day, what you spend your time to do, that's where passion also comes in. That's what makes us to love some certain things. You say, this is the passion. How do you get passion? How do you actually attract passion? It is because it's something you spend your time to watch every day, to see every day. If you spend your time seeing something, watching those things, you know, it becomes a part of your thought. You will start thinking about it. That's passion, and you will love it deeply because you have actually spent time with that thing. You are watching the thing, you are seeing it. So this is also the reason why they said we should spend time. We should spend time with the people we want to be like, because the more you see them, even our environment is also important. Some environment can influence you negatively because they are going to be a part of your thought. What you see every day around you, what you do every day. If you live in a chaos environment, let me tell you something, your life, there's probability, yes, 80% probability that your life is going to also be chaos. That's the truth. If you spend your time, the environment you live in, the kind of people you allow to be closer to you, or the people that you are closer to, the environment that you find yourself, what you listen to, what you watch, what you see. If you spend your time watching comedy every day, it becomes a part of you. Like me, for instance, I spend my time, anytime I come online, I spend my time to watch and listen to motivational talk, motivational speakers, because I want to be inspired by successful people. Yeah, and it becomes a part of me, and you see, it will help me in what I'm doing because it's part of my thought. I spend my time every day learning about mental health, learning about how to inspire, how to empower people. how to impart into people's life. That's what I spend my time to do daily. So, and it also becomes part of my thought. So if I don't see people who are very successful, who can inspire me, so I don't get closer to anybody apart from those that I know that yes, they can actually inspire me, and they are rare. So, and that's why you will not see many people around me. Yes, yeah. So a few people that you can see that okay, they are around me. I have my mentor. Finish. Friends, except you are somebody that I know that okay, you can actually inspire. You can inspire me. You can motivate me to take actions. So right from when I was young, I started my company, J World Entertainment, at the age of 17. I spent my time watching, listening to successful people. Those are my programs. I remember at that time, Sam Adeyemi, yeah, the power of success, the success power. So I listen to watch his program every day on TV. I watch programs that, that can uplift, that can inspire me. Yes, that can inspire me, that can motivate me. Those are the things I spend my time to do. So that's the reason why affirmations and prayers are important. Let me tell you, it is not that they have something that they do in you. It is not that there's somebody that answers your prayer from somewhere. Nobody answers your prayer. See, God has, if there is a God, I will still talk about the concept of God. So I will talk about the concept of God. So anytime I mention God, you should understand, you will maybe not understand you will not understand this concept of God now. So, but I will still talk about it as a standalone topic. So, because we on our own, we are the God. See, everything in the universe, we are part of the universe. Even as we are here, we are just part of the universe. So, the universe is very powerful. The universe is the God. When they say God is omnipotent, omniscience, omnipresent, so you are thinking that there's one human being that stays somewhere in heaven and is everywhere. It's not possible. So that's just what we think. Yes, it's not possible. One person looking everywhere, all over the universe, one person stays in it. It's a lie. Do you know how many people have come to this world, live and die? So, and they also say, okay, if there is one person that is in heaven looking everywhere all over the world, why did they also say God is inside of us? Can you not even think about it? It's inside of us, living inside every human being, even animals. God is also living inside of them. So anywhere something happens, God knows. God is omnipresent. See, because we are a part of the universe is a very big, this is a big creation. So, and this is where the universe is God on his own. Because we are part of the universe, we can tap into the energy of the universe through our thought. And anytime we pray, we affirm, we want to make it to become part of our thought. So it cannot come into existence. You will start thinking it, you will start breathing, you will start living it. And it will become a part of the existence. It become a part of your belief. It become a part of a strong belief. So because everything you want to manifest, it needs to first of all start from the thought. So when your thought becomes something consistent, you will believe in it. And by the time you believe in it, it manifests. It manifests. So this is still out of the thought. So they say, okay, pray that I'm going to buy a car. It is not just by professing it from your mouth, it is by believing first. It is by believing. Now let me tell you some things. Let me tell you something. I believe in miracle. Yes, I believe in miracle. I don't go to church again, even if I was once a pastor. So when I was 18, so I went to theology school for 4 years. So I studied theology. I studied everything about the Bible. I studied different religions. I studied Hindu. I studied Buddhist. I studied Islam, and then this Charles Russe, Jehovah's Witness. So I studied different religion, including the Egyptian religion, the Jewish religion, and then the traditional Yoruba religion, study everything. So now I'm a traditional Yoruba worshipper, that's believer, because that's part of my culture. So I decided to adopt the traditional religion because it's part of my culture. I'm a cultural ambassador, so why do I need another person's religion? So, but any religion you are, it's not a problem. You are free. So you are free to yeah, you are free to be or to adopt any religion. So the world has entered each other, So anybody can be a Christian, you can be an Islam, a Muslim, you can be a Buddhist, an Hindu. So that's it. But let me tell you something. The churches, yes, it's true, because when I was a pastor, I know I have witnessed the manifestation. I've witnessed manifestation. I witnessed miracle. I'm talking about personally. So because at that time, if I lay on some people, I don't do juju, but people used to fall under the anointing. Yes, they fall under anointing. Miracles used to happen because they will come and say, I was very sick at that time. There was manifestation. People used to come to me and say, when you pray for me, I was sick, but when you pray for me, the sickness was gone. I used to be a deliverance minister, yes, a prayer warrior. So I used to see the manifestation. So people who will come today and say, the pastors used to stage miracles, they used to fake miracles. So that's one is a lie. But they fake miracle, but that does not mean that the miracle still does not used to happen. Let me tell you how it works, because those pastors, they only want to help the members of their churches. So, but they will not tell you, because if they tell you, you will not believe again. But let me tell you the secret. Let me tell you the secret. Okay, a pastor who have a congregation of about 1,000 members. So out of this 1,000 members, there might be those people who have challenges, those ones who are sick. There will even be lame. Some people will be blind. Maybe they want to organize crusade or revival. People will bring in their family members who are blind, who cannot walk, who have one problem or the other. So they know that they will bring those people. So because first of all, they want to increase the numbers of their ministry, the number of people who attend their church. So, and also we understand they also want to make money through tithe and offering, gift, donation, and so on and so forth. So what will they do? They will arrange for maybe some people. They will pay these people. So, okay, you pretend that you are blind, you pretend that you are lame, then you can't walk. This one, pretend that you have one sickness, maybe cancer for 5 years. This one, that one. They will stage, maybe arrange like 10 people. See what will happen on that particular day. So these 10 people will come. Yeah, you that is blind, receive, let your eye be open. And the person says, hey, I can see, I was blind before. It's a lie. The pastor they don't already pay money. They can't talk like that, say they blind before for 10 years. They will even talk different stories. So the same thing, close it now, it's disturbing. So the same thing with people who are lame. So those who are lame, is the same thing. So I can walk now, pastor, thank you. So they will stage those miracles. And do you know that once they stage those miracles, the members of their congregation, they are going to have this belief, automatic belief in this pastor, in this prayer. They will believe because they can see something is happening. So even though those things are staged. So, and I can tell you, because there will be a lot of people in their congregation who will actually have this belief. Some of them are sick and they have that belief. They open themselves to allow the universe to manifest. They tap into the energy, and those people will receive their miracles. There will be lame people in the congregation that they will also be able to walk. There will be blind who will see. There will be people with different types of sickness that will be healed. Yes, among the congregation. And those people will also come out and say, I've received my healing. I was blind before. Okay, now see what will happen. Those people who were part of their congregation that received their those healing through the prayer of the pastor. So they have family members, they have friends. So why people are saying, this pastor staged miracle, these people can confirm those ones in the congregation, they knows that nobody paid them, so they still have a lot of people around them who knows them, who they will say, yes, I received my healing when I went to this church, this pastor is very powerful. So if they stage 10 miracles and out of the congregation there are 15 to 20 members who got their healing and miracles, so what will happen? So why a lot of people are saying they stage this miracle, then there are still people who actually receive their healings, they receive miracles. That's how it happens, that's how it works. And that's the reason why even the church, they will continue to cash out, because they understand that secret. So they will not tell you, because if you know that those 10 people that they bring out, you understand, to the altar, so they stage those miracles that they stage, they are not real. Those ones that were healed will not be healed. I'm only telling you the secret, not to spoil any pastor's business. So because that's my job, for me to teach and to coach how all this thing works. So I've been in ministry, I've studied about many religions, like I said. So that's how it works. So it still happens with your belief. Even the ones, the way that they call babalawo, abiabalis, now you want to call them, call people like us in traditional religion, if our religion, they will say we are babalawo, native doctor, that's what they call us. So it's also a religion. Our religion does not preach bad. So but anytime somebody, anytime they see, if I say I'm a baba alawo, or ibalis, people who use plant, actually everything, that can heal it, God has given us everything we need. So why are we looking for God again from anywhere? The universe have everything. There is provision for everything. Energy is around for us to tap into, so we can actually tap into those energy. So the problem is that we don't even know how to tap, how to connect ourselves to the universe. And that's why people who have been transformed, who understand this thing, they are priests. They become priests, in any religion, to help other people. They will help you. So, and that's exactly what I'm doing now, to help people through my coaching and programs. So that's how it happens. Every part of the thought, every part of, the thought is very important. So because the thought is actually the soul. So affirmation, prayer, passion, that's how they work. The same thing with passion, because when you say it, it becomes a part of your thought. When it becomes a part of your thought, it becomes a belief that can now come into existence and manifest. So anything you believe will definitely happen. So even the scriptures was right when they say, if you believe, you can, if you believe, you can, how did they even say it, sir? You can talk to the mountain, and say, be lifted, and the mountain will be lifted. So anything you believe definitely will manifest. As a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. It's true. As a man, as you think, whatever you think, whatever you spend your time to think about, it becomes a part of you. What you spend your time to do will definitely becomes a part of you. So how do you change your life? So it's very easy. Change your thoughts. Everything that makes up your thought, change it. If somebody wants to make you angry, don't think about it. Change your thought. So when we are talking about love, trauma, and every other thing, we will still delve into it properly. So that's about thought. Now the cycle of life. The cycle of life. Everything in this world, is actually recycling. It's recycling. I also mentioned it in our last episode. Everything in the world is actually recycling, including us. As a human, we used to recycle, so we used to regenerate. They go give birth to us again. So when we die, our body return back to the dust. The dust, now it go still form the food where we go eat. So if you see children now, that your dead body, they go eat them. Yes, now you go turn to food. Now they produce food from the ground, so they are going to eat it. So that means say they eat you. They eat you. So then your spirit return back to the atmosphere, which is oxygen. They breathe you into them again. So we don't die. We don't die. We are a regenerated being. So both your physical flesh, and they go eat them. Oxygen, you go mix with the atmosphere, which is the oxygen, then they go breathe you inside again. So and then they go still burn you out. you will come back. So then the energy makes the difference, which is the soul. The energy makes the difference because the energy circulates around, and we are going to talk about it later. Because the energy of human is that you will be your soul will definitely enter through someone, through energy, and that's what forms love. Love and sex. So we are still going to talk about the two. So your soul, after you don't die, that your soul will be energy will be around, and that your soul, it will still, that energy will still enter into somebody through love and through sex. Now they go to country, give birth, they're going to give birth again. So you see, so we are going to talk about it. So the cycle of life, everything is regenerating, including animals. You know, animals also have soul, so they have thought. Again, animals have soul. Animal used to think, animal have soul. So everything is regenerate. Even animals, a dead animal we don't die, it go enter back into the soil. All of us, we go still eat them. Everything is regenerating, including leaf. All these leaves, see now, yes, now after you don't cut them, it turn back to ground, go turn back into the ground. So, and that is it, and that is everything regenerate. Now, before we will talk about the concept of love, let us finish this topic with the triangle of life. The triangle of life. This is the triangle of life. This is the triangle of life. So a lot of people have already turned this thing. Anywhere you see this sign, they turn it to esoteric. So now demon is a demonic sign. Not be demonic sign, no. So sometimes they can even draw eye here. They can draw eye here, say the eye of Horus. So, or you can even say the eye of God or the eye of the universe. So, but there is no high. So in different religions, this is actually everything about this life. This is the life, this is the universe. This sign is a sign of the universe. So a lot of people, anywhere they see this sign, so they turn it to esoteric, so na juju, na demonic sign. No, it's not the demonic sign. So in some religions, this sign is very, very important. So if you want to understand this universe, you want to understand life in general, say, what is life? What is the meaning of life? A lot of people don't even understand. Why am I here? Who am I? Why am I in this universe? What is even life? Why are people here? There are a lot of questions that you will want to ask yourself, or maybe you've asked yourself several times. So, but this is life. If you want to understand, this is the sign, the triangle of life. That's why I call it the triangle of life. Now, let me explain the meaning of this triangle, and then let me explain it well. And that's what we complete this particular topic, the journey to self-discovery. So you see this is life actually. So you see this this line here, this particular line, and this particular line. So this is life, and this is death. This is life, and then this is you and the choices you make. This is you and the choices you make, and then this is the universe around you. So that's it, the universe around you. Now let me explain some things to you. You see this life here, and then you see this death here, then you and the choices you make. So the number of years you are going to live in this life, the number of years, it determines the choices you make. Determine the number of years you are going to live here. It determines the number of years. That's the choices you make. So then the number of years you are going to live when you die, it also determines by the choices. You remain the same. You remain constant. You remain constant. Both in life and both in death. The triangle of life. The choices you make, the choices you make determine the number of years you are going to live in this life, and also the choices you make determine the number of years you are going to live when you are dead. So let me tell you, let me shock you. You see, this is life, Hmm? After, this is the beginning of life, this is the end of life. After the end of life, that's the beginning of death. The end of life is the beginning of death. And the end of death, you see this angle here, the end of death is the beginning of another life. That's the beginning of another life. That's how it works. See, beginning of life, the end of life is the beginning of death. Then the end of death is the beginning of another life. So, but this is you. The end of death is you, which begins another life. Now, that's the reason why they say, if you want to die, you are going to live. If you want to die, you are living, you are going to live, because immediately you die, you are starting another life. If you want to live, you are going to die. Yes, you are going to. If you want to live, you are going to die, because the life is a beginning of death. Life is beginning of death. It's beginning of death. Death is beginning of life. So whether you want to die, you are going to live. You start another life. You like go and commit. You like go commit suicide. Yes, if you commit suicide, you are beginning the life again. You are beginning another life. Immediately you end your life, you commit suicide, another life is going to come. You want to start another life. So that is it. So even if we want to live, we head on to the life. This is the time you will die. So do you know that this thing is already, it has explained everything to us through our breath. So because the breath you breathe in and out is actually life and death. So what we are experiencing life and death here on earth. Yes, we are experiencing both the life and the death through the breath, through our breath. So when you breathe in, that means you head on to life. You breathe in life, you head on to life. So if you don't die at the same time by releasing it, so you are not going to live now. So one of them will not happen. So if you hold your breath, you hold on to life. You hold your breath, because I'm going to explain to you. You hold your breath, then what will happen? Because you hold on to life, you breathe in, you can't hold on to life without releasing it. There must be balance. That's it. There must be balance. If you see everybody telling you that for you to be able to live in this life peacefully, even in death, for you to be able to live peacefully, this is it. Balance is it. Balance is it. It's balance. There must be balance. There must be balance. So you head on to life, you release it again. That's balance. Head on to life, release it again. That's balance. See, if you head on to breath too much than the seconds you are spending to release, what will happen? You will have a problem, mental health. So that's why we need to always check ourselves. We need to check our breath. When you check your breath, if you want to know whether you don't have anything that is wrong with you, it is through your breath that you will know. Allow your breath to be balanced. If you breathe in, you count 8 or 4. When you breathe in, it must be equal to the time, to the duration where you breathe in. So when you breathe out, must be equal to the duration that you breathe in. That's the balance. One must not be higher than the other. So if you also release, that means you want to die, you release your breath. You can't release your breath and just stay there without life again. So, and this is it. That's the breathing technique. So life and death have already been explained through our breathing techniques, because we experience both life and death here on earth. The beginning of life, the beginning of life is the the beginning of life is the beginning of another death. Because when you begin life, you will definitely end it somewhere. Then death will come, death will start. So the beginning of life, the end of life is the beginning of death. Yes, the end of death is the beginning of another life. This is death, the time you will spend in death. Then this is the time you will spend in life. But the time you are going to spend on earth, or the time you are going to spend when you die, determines the choices you make. See, if you commit suicide, you will come, you will spend only a little time in death, because you will begin life immediately. You didn't complete your life span on earth, so you will come back to life again with karma, because we are going to talk about karma also. You kill yourself, you will get the punishment. That's karma. So that's why it is not even advisable for anybody to commit suicide. Just live and make sure that you live in balance. Let everything be balanced. This triangle has also explained everything about the universe, because I said this is the universe in cycle. So both life and death are in the universe. So sometimes you are in this life, you are still seeing, you are experiencing some things in this realm, which is the realm of the dead. There are some people that are past that you are seeing, but because this is still the universe, and this is the universe that you can tap into, you can tap energy into this universe. There are a lot of energy. So, and everybody are all part of the universe. Everybody are all part of the universe. Energy cycle around, so the universe. So, and this is life. So this is the journey of life. Everybody are just here in this life. There are some people here, they have been able to tap into the energy of the universe, and they can manifest a lot of things in this particular journey, this particular road. Sometimes some of them can even tap into the other realm, which is the realm of the dead. They see spirit, they see different things. But you as an individual, the choices you make, this is our choices. It's a line. Every choices of man, yeah, it's like this. The choices you make determine the number of years you are going to live here before you cross to the other side and join the people who are in the realm of the dead. So before you come back again to life, there is no any other place again, because this is the universe. There's nothing like there's somewhere that God lives. Anywhere they say God lives is here in the universe. So the universe on its own is God, and that's why God controls both the death and both the life. But God does not control your choices. The choices is empty. See, look at the shape here. This is the world. The world is in cycle, or spherical. The scientists, they have been able to, they want to know what is the shape of the world. This is the shape of the world, and that's the universe. It's in cycle. So life is here, then death is here. The other realm is still part of the universe, whether it's in the atmosphere, it's anywhere, but it's still part of the universe. This is your choices. God is not within your choices, but God is in the universe. He's omnipotent. That's why they say it's omnipotent. The universe on its own is the God, and you can also say you are God, because you have the chance for you to tap into the energy of the universe and create anything. So, and then there are always two choices in this universe. There are options. That's why you have your whip, that's why this is you, which represent the major you, which is the soul. For you to be able to make choices, you can make decisions. There are two things. Everything in the universe, there are two things. Evil, good. Evil, good. There are always choices for you to make. So one of these choices lead to life, and the other lead to death, and both of them are good. Let me just use that word because there's nothing again to even still mention evil. But I want you to understand, because the way we think about evil, we say, hey, evil. No. One of them is a lead to life, the other one lead to death. That's just it. So, but the one that lead to death, death means that you will die, because there are choices you make. So every choices, there are some individuals that you will allow to come into your life. Now those people will kill you at the end. So it's your choice. You allow them to come in. There are choices you make. It can be a particular time that, okay, make I leave my office around 5 o'clock. There is somebody that I know very well. He just decided to leave office around 5. He was going back home. That's not bad, but that's his choice. That's his choice. Let me leave. But at that particular time, something happened on the road. Got an accident. It's his choice. It's his choice. If he waited, say, okay, make I wait till 7 or make I wait till 9, if he don't get that accident, because the motorway fall on top of the car, if he don't already pass at that particular time. So it's choices. It's choices we make. So sometimes, first the way you marry, now your choice, now your decision, now it go kill you. So sometimes you decide to say, make I dey drink alcohol, make I make myself feel good. Now that alcohol now go kill you. It can be smoking, it can be your group of friends, it can be the job you decided to do. It can be anything. It can be anything. So, but there are always two choices. There are two choices. So, and then you are the one who have the power to make those choices. Nobody they make those choices for you. Then even universe self, the universe is only here like this, but you have your choice for you to always make at any time. So you can make your choice at any time. So this is the cycle of life. But if you want to live peacefully in this world, now see the word here, balance. Let everything be balanced. Let everything be balanced. Don't allow one big pass another. Let everything be balanced. Anything you want to do, let it be balanced. If you want to enjoy your marriage, let it be balanced. One person don't need to do more than the other person. If one is doing more than the other person, there's no balance. It will end in chaos. Anything, let them be balanced. Let them be balanced. You will have peace of mind when there is balance, because that's the only way you can live peacefully in this world. You can live peacefully. If you like, you can decide to live 70 years. Just like most of the pastors used to stage miracles, it's the same way with every other religion. Like the babalawos now, so they don't need to stage miracles. Their own, they don't stage miracle. But what they do is that they want you to believe. So what will they do? So you have a problem, you bring your problem to babalo. Except consultation, you got the Ifa religion, there is a particular way they consult. So just like I told you, there are people who can attain to the other realm, that the realm of the universe, and they can pass out message to you, including me. So I can enter the realm of the universe. I can be like this. I will enter into a trance. I can receive message. I can see things around. I can see spirit. I've been able to train my soul in a way that I can enter the realm of the spirit. I can enter the other realm, the realm of the universe. So you bring a problem to them. They will tell you, oh yeah, get a snake, head of snake, 3 head of snake. Go and bring frog, bring chicken, bring this, bring that. Sometimes it could be money. So bring 200,000 or 300,000 or 1 million. So the thing is that if you don't believe, you are not going to bring those things. You can't suffer yourself, and after you have brought all these things, you will need to carry sacrifice early morning or in the night. You will go to one forest area and drop the sacrifices there. They will even tell you there are spirits that will come around and take those sacrifices. It's your belief. If you don't believe, you are not going to bring those things. You will not give them those money, because if you don't believe and you still go ahead, you still bring those things, that's when the thing is not going to happen. Your sacrifice is not going to be accepted. That's what it means. So, but if you believe, oh, you go, bring all those things, snake, everything they ask you to bring, even the money, you bring it. So the moment you bring all those things, that's a belief. That's a belief in you. Is the first step to the end of your problem. To the end of your problem. Then you will take those sacrifices, you go to the forest and drop the sacrifices. You go drop it. So you have actually you connect yourself to the universe. So the universe is going to help you through your belief. You believe through your thought, then you do what they ask you to do. You have connect yourself to the universe, and the power of the universe is going to help you through what you have believed that, okay, my problem is going to solve by the time I bring those things. If you bring those things and still you did not believe, then that's when you will have a problem. That's when your problem that you brought to them is not going to happen. Who wants to do it? You want them to help you? No, it doesn't work that way. The same way churches will say, bring a gift. It is not because many of them, I know they are doing it for business, but the thing is that it is your belief they are looking for. Bring money, bring this, sow a seed, sacrifice. Yes, it's money, but it is actually for your belief. Even if you don't give those money to the pastors, but when you give, that's when you make sacrifice. The sacrifices, you are actually connecting yourself to the universe, to the power of the universe, to receive from the universe. That's what your money can do for you. So that's why giving is actually a very good thing. If there's anything you want which you have not gotten, go and give. You don't need to give your tithe, you don't need to pay tithe, you don't need to pay offering, you don't need to give to the church, but there are people who you can give to, especially those people who are in need. You are actually connecting yourself to the energy of the universe, and when you give to another person who is actually in need, you connect yourself to that person's energy. You connect yourself to that person's energy. So, and the more energy you connect yourself with by helping them, by giving them something, the more positive energy will return to you. So that means you will actually receive you will receive answers to whatever you want. So that's how it works.